You're listening to The Burning Truth. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and Nathan Goth is pissed.
Flipping the bird at him. Flipping the bird. Which is brilliant for radio before he says it. So fuck you, Matt Burns.
Aww. Right, ladies and gentlemen.
My fun, you can do the show on your own now.
What?
Thank you, fuck you, goodbye.
Sorry, I didn't know we had Jim Cornette in the building. Right, just to get this out of the way, last week's episode was actually removed very, very quickly. Unfortunately, due to technical issues that we had with our equipment and whatnot. So because of that, the reason why it was pulled was because of shoddy sounding and everything. And we believe ourselves that we want to give out nothing but the best quality and whatnot. So that is the reason why the episode was actually pulled. And as some may have noticed on our social media, there was an apology out explaining this as well. So I just thought, just in case if you haven't seen that apology, we'd offer one right now on the air to apologise for the poor quality of last week's episode, which is why we pulled this, because we expect to provide nothing but the best.
Yeah, so quickly moving on from Matt's fuck up with technology.
It wasn't my mess up.
Who controls all the audio?
Sound guy.
No, we fired sound guy.
You had somebody else here, didn't we?
No. You took over as the head of information technologies.
No, I didn't. It's not in my contract.
What contract?
You know, the one where I get all royalties and you sell my merch.
No, I didn't sign a contract for that. I signed a 51-49% contract, but
You
I
wish.
get 51.
You wish. You wish.
Right, so moving on quickly. So we have spent 2 weeks watching and contributing towards
The British wrestling.
Last week we were at the Academy, and the week before we were at EPW.
Yep.
For King of the Kingdom. So for those of you that have probably seen, Drill is the new King of the Kingdom.
Well, hey.
And for those of you that have listened, you've probably listened to the interview that Mr. Burns did with the pie-eating, beer-drinking Northerner.
Which was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But then again, it's Drill. He's always fun.
Yes. Our next appearance on the British scene as a pair will be at Venom.
We will be at Venom. This should be an interesting event, seeing as there's triple belts.
Yeah. There is a Pro Wrestling Subjective. You've got the King of the Kingdom, and you've also got Venom's belt being defended all in one night.
Venom's heavyweight championship.
Yeah, it's basically a menage a trois of belt action.
I'm speechless. Speechless. So it's going to be an epic night, that is, in all fairness. But as we can announce, as it would have been already released for King of the Kingdom Championship, it's an actually open challenge.
Yes. Jesse Jones will be defending the Pro Wrestling Subjective belt, and Danny Devine will be
defending the Venom
belt. So that's fine. Tomorrow you're making a trip down to FCW, I understand.
Yes.
I can't be there due to prior commitments.
Yeah.
But Mr. Burns will be there representing us, watching and hopefully reporting back next week with a brief overview of what happens at FCW. There won't be any written reports for that. It'll just be a brief overview on the podcast next week.
Exactly.
And then the week after, we're at FCW.
Actually, no, it's Venom.
Venom.
You see, you're getting ahead of yourself already. You already got FCW on the brain.
Cornwall.
Cornwall,
ice cream.
I'll never ever forget that. It's not Cornwall because they don't sell seafood. First thing that happened during the break.
Seafood. Thought it was Cornwall.
Couldn't believe it. I just cracked up and laughing.
But no, I think Charles Kelsey's there tomorrow for FCW.
Hopefully he should be there.
You'll have Clarkwood.
Clarkwood's possibly there. The Metro Club will be there, which has a list of seems to be getting bigger numbers each and every time.
Yes, but no. So it's interesting times, and we'd just like to thank our ongoing partnership with the UKWA for
also known as the UK Wrestle Fan Zone.
Yeah, for our growing partnership, and also for letting us do the commentary at EPW.
Oh,
that was a great blast.
That was fun.
There's me, you, and Christopher Drew.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, you were thinking you were going to be on either side instead of it being you on either side, you were the middleman. You thought I was going to be the middleman.
I was a rose between two thorns.
Oh, that's just cheap and cheesy.
But no, it was great fun. That'll be released on DVD. When it's released on DVD, we'll put it up on the site for those of you that want to purchase it.
We'll send links on where to purchase it if we're unable to.
So that was great fun. So, moving on to what's happening with WWE. If you've managed to catch last week's episode, we were briefly talking about the shake-up, the Superstar shake-up.
Yeah.
We're now coming in to our second week with the roster's a little bit shaken up. What do you think of Jinder Mahal? Jinder Mahal, not Ginger.
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
Let's do Raw first, and I'll get to SmackDown after, if possible. And let me just say this: I am not putting this up because it's a bad thing, in actual fact, because I've got actual positive things for this, for Jinder, because I actually do think that what they're doing with him is different and interesting.
Yes.
But moving on to Raw, how do you think that they're dealing with Strowman?
The right way. They're making him seem like an unstable monster, which is what he needs to be. I don't think he needed to lose to Kalisto, but how he dealt with the loss
was perfect.
Trying to recreate the 1998 dumpster spot.
Let me just state this, right, because here's a pet peeve of mine that WWE did recently. It's the first ever dumpster match on Raw. No, it's not.
It was.
Isn't?
Come on then. When was
the first one ever? New Age Outlaws versus Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie.
WrestleMania.
It was also a thingy on Raw.
No, it wasn't.
It was on Raw.
It wasn't.
You sure?
I'm positive.
What?
The spot that happened on Raw was from a hardcore match between Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie, where Cactus Jack, because I'm watching 1998 at the moment.
God damn it! God damn it, WWE Network! I curse you even though you're only just for
$9.99. So I was watching, and this is what I found ironic. I've been watching like 2 or 3 episodes each week on a Sunday just to chill out to. And I've started from, because I'm going to try and work my way through 98 and 99 on there. And it came to, on Sunday, before Monday Night Raw, I had New Age Outlaws interfering with the hardcore match. Because it was in the build-up to Mania. And Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie wanted to have a hardcore match just to demonstrate what they'd done all around the world, because it was well documented. JR even gave them the build-up, saying that they've done these sort of matches in Japan. They hinted at ECW, but they didn't say ECW's name. But all around the world, Germany and everywhere.
You probably just mentioned the Philadelphia company.
Yeah, so they did that build, they gave it the proper build-up, and then Cactus Jack climbed up, got a ladder, hopped onto the Titantron, and then he took a couple of steps, and then he dove in the dumpster from behind the curtain, because it was old-style 90s curtain that went all the way across the stage. That must have been one big backstage area for them. What did they call it?
Oh, Gorilla.
Yeah. That must have been a
Gorilla position.
big ass gorilla position.
I've actually dealt with different sort of gorilla positions. Right, I'll never ever forget where one show we had a gorilla. We ended up having a gorilla position with part of the locker room, and the locker room wasn't massive. It was one of them. I took one step forward. Ow! Kicked someone in the head by accident. Sorry.
But no, so
It got to the point where it was like, just to get onto the stage, it was sorry.
So getting back to it, so he climbed up and he jumped off. Out from Gorilla came the Outlaws, chucked the lids over, fastened it, and they were looking at which side of the stage to put them off, which is why you might have been confused. Because then at Mania was the dumpster match. The night after Mania,
potentially
they strapped.
Potentially,
I
will admit it, but I will say one thing. Whoever's in that dumpster, I do not envy him.
This one with Kalisto, I was a bit safer than the one the Outlaws did.
Definitely.
The one the Outlaws did was like an 8 or 9 foot drop.
Oh yeah.
This one with Kalisto was like a 3-foot drop.
But even so, it's still going to hurt from the thud. But the one that catches...
Well, you could see all the polystyrene that was in the thingy from when Strowman went in. And I'm like...
That's going to be safe.
That's a little bit more cushion than...
But when you had Chainsaw Charlie and McFarlane going through it, screw it.
Oh no, there was paper and all sorts in when they went through it.
But the fact is, when they shoved it off, it wasn't like a little, diddlywinks. It was a...
But no, so I was surprised it did the spot, but I thought it was a nice tribute.
Yes.
Because it hadn't been seen for 19 years, so it was fresh. It isn't something that's been replicated often.
And it was nowhere near as bad as when he lifted up the ambulance for Roman to quietly get out.
Yeah, and somehow the doors magically shut.
Both
doors.
Without nobody knowing.
Yeah.
And gravity somehow fails.
But no, so that was decent. So yeah, I'm enjoying how the booking Strowman. Rumour is backstage that there's going to be 2 mega heel pushes this year. One's for Baron Corbin, and the other one for Braun Strowman.
Good call.
They've got higher hopes for Corbin than they have for Strowman.
Yes. Did you... we'll get to Corbin when we move to SmackDown, because I've got plenty to talk about that as well. What's your thoughts on Kurt?
Angle's GM. I think it's building up to a match. Don't want to be with Triple H.
No.
I really don't want to be with Triple H.
No,
I'd like it to be... it's a shame he's gone to SmackDown. I thought Rusev would have been a nice opponent.
Rusev would have been a perfect opponent. However, there's footage of him on SmackDown.
Yeah, Money in the Bank.
Yes.
That's when the first match will be.
Where he wants to have a title match, but if he'll be gone if he hasn't.
Yeah.
But supposedly he's in hot water with WWE. But more on that later.
So, what else happened on Raw? So you got Strowman running Muckshot. The Miz. I think Kurt Angle's first match back. Because I think he'll have a series. Because he's in good shape, because we know from the independent stuff that he's been doing. I think the Miz would be a good first match for him.
Oh, good lord. Oh, wow. I'm done.
I'm not a fan of how the booking Miz on Raw.
No.
He was much better on SmackDown.
He was better handled on SmackDown, plus with Daniel Bryan and everything. Because there seems to be that struggle where him going to Raw just seems like gone. Remember when we thought we were going to have a result to this? Not now.
And also, the stuff he was doing about Cena, the parody stuff was amazing.
Oh, good lord, that had me in.
Maurice was a better Nikki Bella than Nikki Bella was.
Oh, shots fired! And I did find that segment funny when Dean Ambrose came down. Sort of just goes, "Oh, John, I can't believe it. The Miz are crap. You do realise I'm the Miz? Oh, DDT."
And what does DDT stand for?
The end.
Good lad.
Sorry, but if anybody else gives another answer other than the end for the DDT, they should be shot. Noted. and everything else.
So since that's happened on Raw, I think Shinsuke versus Miz would have been a better first feud than Ziggler versus The Miz.
Ziggler versus Shinsuke.
Yeah, than Shinsuke. I'm having a John o'clock moment all day.
It's 9 o'clock!
It says 9 o'clock. But no, I thought that would have been a better first feud for Nakamura.
Yeah.
Someone that controls the mic a little bit better because Ziggler's still. Nah.
But Shinsuke's holding his own.
It'll be a decent match.
Yeah.
It'll be a decent match because Ziggler can sell. But because they're trying to hold off Shinsuke's in-ring proper television debut until Backlash. It's Backlash that's the SmackDown one, isn't it?
Yes, Backlash.
Because they're trying to hold it off until then because like they want to see what all the crowd reactions and everything's going to be like.
What's your thought on Finn Balor at the moment?
Finn Balor needs Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
He needs the Orton Wyatt feud to finish quickly.
Yes.
Because at the moment he's hanging around in that pool of I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I felt a little bit sorry for Finn because
I felt sorry for Enzo.
I did. No, but the week before it was like Seth Rollins comes out. Remember tagging? We've got your tag team partner. It's Finn Balor. Thingy comes out again, Seth Rollins, with the realest guys in the room for Enzo to get taken out. And his replacement, Finn Balor. What? Is Finn not having any serious match?
No, he needs the Wyatt feud. We know that's where it's going.
Which is why I think he'll get involved in the House of Horrors match.
I don't think he'll get... the Demon might get involved.
I think the Demon side of him will.
But we're unsure.
I think it will, because that'll be interesting. And it'll also give a reason why Bray really is angered by him. But did you know that at Payback, Finn Balor is actually there?
Is he?
Yes.
Who's he got?
He's got a segment.
Go on.
Miz TV.
Okay.
He's got a scheduled meeting with the Miz on Payback.
Well, who's Miz supposed to be facing at Payback? Well, there's your match then.
Potentially.
There's the segment on the pre-show.
No idea. Potentially.
They'll be on the pre-show, set up a match for the main.
It could work. That could work.
Reigns versus Strowman.
Anyone but you.
Our condolences go out to the Inoki family.
Yes, they do. Because, as we mentioned previously, the wrestler formerly known as Rosie passed away.
For those of you that aren't aware of who Rosie is, he was a part of 3 Minute Warning.
And he was also the tag team partner of the Hurricane.
And he also had Super Stacy managing.
Yes. Which would have been awesome. But anyway.
What do you think of Alexa Bliss versus Bayley?
Honestly, what the hell? I think soon as they transitioned over, no. I understand why they're giving her the title shot, because when they had the battle for the number one contender, it was in her hometown. Fine, that's okay. So, if you're a good guy, you lose in your hometown. If you're a villain, you win in your hometown.
I think they're building up to Sasha Bayley over the summer, turn Sasha heel.
Potentially, but it just felt a bit... everyone knows it's just a transition fight.
I think they're trying to build her up as a major heel. And in all fairness, I can see the major heel there.
Yeah.
But they've swapped what was a growing heel on SmackDown for an established heel on Raw.
Yeah.
And they've turned the established heel on Raw into a potential face.
Oh, you mean on SmackDown?
Yeah.
We'll cover that in a minute. Because they supposedly got plans for that scenario. Supposedly. Anyway, with the whole Bailey and Alexa Bliss, I just thought it was stupid. They wanted Bliss to get away from Bailey. Fine, I was okay with that. Right? I just think in this feud, Bailey's the champion, right?
Yeah.
Who should be looking strong?
The challenger.
The challenger. But at the same time, not you've also got the champion looking a bit strong, don't you? Not looking like,
Bailey's the underdog, and Bailey performs better as the underdog.
She does perform better as the underdog, but when she chased her out to the back on the stage, and she turned round to look at Sasha, the first thing I just popped into my head, and this is the wrestler in me. Why would you completely turn your back on the stage when someone's just run out? How do you know they're not still waiting there for you to turn your back to deck you on? What the hell?
But no,
if you just run into the curtain, you would be stepping backwards till you're halfway down the ramp, and then turn. That didn't seem like.
I know where you're coming from. Like you just want consistency.
Yeah.
What about Dana Brooke? Are they trying to turn Dana Brooke face?
Yes.
Are they?
Yes.
It won't work.
Why?
What?
Why?
Because she needs to go back to NXT.
What, to learn wrestling again?
Well, to hone craft. She's got lazier since she left NXT. At NXT, she was putting on a solid match compared to some of the other women. On Raw, she looks out of her depth.
Potentially, but then again, the talent that she's around. However, a few people could say about Nia Jax when she faced Charlotte, dropping her on her head.
Yeah.
It's only Charlotte. Oh, she can take flare bombs on her head.
No, I just think I like the Dana Brooke character. She's got a unique look that no other woman's got on the roster.
And she does. She has a very unique look that stands out. But
she just needs to hone the craft, because there were some moves that the match was half a pace out, and it just needs.
It was like it was missing an extra step.
Yeah, like she could have done with going to SmackDown. Her and Emma keep Charlotte on Raw and to take her and Emma over to SmackDown.
Ooh. But they want to. But it looks like they're turning fair. I think they could do a double tease.
Lynch heel, Charlotte face.
What?
Turn Becky Lynch heel and turn Charlotte face.
No. I think no. I don't mean that with the whole Charlotte on SmackDown. I mean with Dana Brooke. I think they're going to tease her becoming a face. Just when they're about to pull the cord for her to become face, nope, turn heel.
I don't know. I want her to do well.
Yeah.
She's got that unique look.
It's very rare that you come across talent like she is, and for her looks that she's got, she's a decent wrestler. Well, she was when we saw her on NXT. We know she can wrestle, but has she become laid back, more nonchalant because she's on the main roster? The problem is, if she continues wrestling like that, she'll quickly get replaced.
Yeah.
Which will be a shame.
She'll get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah. But anyway, speaking of Emma, at least we know WWE have moved her gimmick, her supposed new gimmick, the one that she had for 5 seconds on Jane's back from.
Are they going to do the same with Lana, Lena?
Oh, good lord. If they do that, I will...
The transformation of Lana into Lana Lena. And then the transformation of Lana Lena back to Lana.
I will cry. And I don't mean cry in a bad way. I will just cry of laughter saying, not only have they trolled you, they've trolled you twice!
Fool me once, shame on
me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Oh, good lord. If that happens, Pay us now, Vince. We'll just give you the idea. Pay us now.
I'm still not fixed on this flapper gimmick.
It's getting mixed reviews. It's supposedly might be interesting in how they're doing it. Supposedly. That's the word, supposedly.
I will reserve judgment until I see it.
Exactly.
If it comes out anything like a couple of gimmicks that we've seen lately, then I will give it the review of Goth.
So translation. Will this be a wrestling article or one of your secret columns?
It'll be a rant.
Oh, a rant. So it won't be going down into the vault behind the BD curtain.
No, it will be a full ball rant.
Oh, good lord! and just in case for that, I may have to get a warning signal for that, where it literally just goes, "Warning, warning, incoming rant."
So let's move over to SmackDown.
Okay, let's move over to SmackDown. Well, is there anything we need to cover on Raw anymore? Nope. Let's move on to SmackDown. SmackDown. What do you think of the current tag team stuff?
I've got no interest in SmackDown's tag team division.
Why?
Because there's no tag teams on SmackDown's tag team division.
There's the Usos.
That would make me and you the number one contenders if we were a valid tag team.
That would explain why Breezango no one contenders.
But, heels versus heels. Because everyone wants to see that.
The turning finger face.
What?
Breezango.
Oh, good.
Did you not watch the transition on the show? Did you not watch how they wrestled? They wrestled in the space because you had Tyler taking the beating, and then you had Fandango come in.
Oh, good lord.
Whoa.
All that talent.
All that talent.
You could have bought DIY up. You could have bought Gargano and Ciampa up.
Authors of Pain.
No, but if you just want to, if it's just for a one-off feud,
Yeah.
you could have shown what's down there in NXT.
Potentially.
And then brought them up properly later on in the year and revisited the feud.
Yes. But nah. And that had me in the stitches when they won. I was like, do we have another match after this? No, they are the official tag team. I was like, well, American Alpha just got boned.
American who?
American Alphas couldn't beat the Colons in less than 5 minutes. And then you got Breezango beating the Ascension in what, 2 minutes? 2 or 3 minutes? I was watching it, I was like, how's it Barry? What makes it even more worse is Ascension, they're not too bad of a tag team. They've got a bit of a look. They know what the character is. And then all of a sudden Breezango comes in and ruins them.
Oh, never mind.
Did you see what happened after for the SmackDown Fallout? Did you not see it? You got Tyler Breeze. Did we just win? In shock. And then you got Fandango walking over. I'm doing my peacock walk because this is my winning walk. I was like,
would you like the Vince McMahon crowbar walk?
It's probably Vince McMahon crowbar walk. I looked at it. I was like,
because you've got
no chance of winning them titles from against the Usos.
It's a different topic, but every time Vince McMahon walks the ring, you just see the grapefruit swinging back and forth, going kink, kink.
I'm swinging the crane.
It's like, you've got
no chance.
You see one of them ball things where you pick one up and it
them kinetic balls. Ding, 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 ding. From left to right.
That must be Vince McMahon as he walks down. You've got no chance.
Ding, ding.
And then as it comes across, you can move his leg.
Kink! Kink! Oh, good lord. Yeah, potentially, but I was like, really? They've just won? Right, okay, it's different, fine. We definitely know Usos are... FB's not going to win them titles, oh, good lord. I will just go, I'm done!
So let's talk about things that are interesting on SmackDown. Baron Corbin's suspension.
Oh, brilliant, how they did it. Did you actually see the whole lot?
I have dabbled in and out of Baron Corbin's suspension. I haven't watched Talking Smack.
That's what caused it. It was the fact that he viciously attacked Sami Zayn. The referee went for getting involved and he shoved him. It didn't look like it was a thingy segment though. When he shoved the referee, you saw Baron just have this look on his face as though, uh-oh, I've just done something wrong. Which is a suspension real or is it stays? It brings that thing to it. That dynamic. Is it real or is it not?
Yeah, well, it's obviously a shoot.
Potentially. But the beatdown he gave on Sami Zayn was brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Well, it's a shoot work, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm telling you this now. In the next year or two, probably in less than 2 years, I've seen Corbin being champ.
Yeah. He's a natural heel. Like he will not play another.
He will never ever be a good guy. He'll never be your hero.
No, he is a natural heel until he retires.
The only way you can get Baron Corbin
as if he comes back from a career-threatening injury
as a face is either returning from a career-threatening injury or one other wrestler is against Brock Lesnar.
No, I think Brock Lesnar would be the face.
Really?
Yeah. It's a bit like Corbin. Corbin's a face going in against Roman Reigns.
Oh,
well, he technically is.
He would be. He would be anybody who faces Roman is a face.
Yeah.
Does that mean Strowman's a face?
Yeah. Strowman is the face going in against Roman Reigns, but that's a different discussion.
That'll be a completely different discussion for another time.
But no, so Corbin's suspension, that's interesting. It gives him a couple of weeks to relax, recover.
Yeah.
What else have we got? We've got Alexa, Charlotte. We've got Charlotte and Naomi.
I thought it was a bit weird how they did the non-title match. Lost to Charlotte. Straight away I was like, oh right, straight away, title shot.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden, we're coming for round 2. She's already beaten you once. She's beaten you once. She should have got an advantage. Just as they're about to pull the trigger, they have all the other women come in.
Well, not all the other women.
Oh.
Tamina.
The villains.
And
Natalya.
Kamala.
And Kamala. Which looks like a new female group. With... what's his name?
Ellsworth is a valet.
Have you heard the rumour of what someone's been begging for?
Oh.
A certain female wrestler, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, a match against Ellsworth.
Begging for a match against Ellsworth. When I saw that, and with the picture of him about to throw Ellsworth, I was like, money!
Are they going to do the double turn? So turn Charlotte face and turn Lynch heel?
No. I don't know why. No.
Because Lynch didn't come out at the end of SmackDown.
True. But the faces don't always have to come out. That's how WWE do it.
I know, but they teased it where the heels told her to stay out the way. She was either with them or against them.
Potentially, but she didn't pick a side.
No.
She didn't exactly pick a side, which technically makes her more of a tweener at the moment. But they're going to have that. But then again, that will happen because of the history between her and Charlotte, which is understandable.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do have that mixed gender singles match.
Ellsworth, you're gonna get beat up and love it.
Well, it's basically like, have you ever watched the film Preaching to the Perverted? This is WWE's version of Preaching to the Perverted.
Preaching to the choir.
This is Ellsworth's BDSM segment for 10 minutes.
Oh, good lord. And this is PG, folks.
This is basically like James Bond where he's strapped to the chair and he goes, hit the left one! The left one! I could tell the world that you just tickled my balls.
That's just messed up. On a whole different level. But yeah, it's interesting on how they're going to continue on with that dynamic.
So, let's move on to Jinder Mahal, because I know you wanted to talk about
I will do that, but that's...
Stop avoiding the issue.
I'm not avoiding this.
Yes, you are. You've avoided it twice now.
I'm not. I was going to cover Kevin Owens first. Could we do it in order?
I'd rather cover Mahal and then go to Owens.
Okay, that's fine. We'll cover Mahal as you asked so nicely. My honest opinion of Mahal, when I first initially saw it, I was like, what the hell? Or more importantly, what the fuck? It was just shock. Because...
I think that's what they were going for. Shock and awe.
It was more or less of... Last week you could barely get anything going on anything. And then this week, you're in the main event for SmackDown. And yet some people could turn around and say him almost knocking out Finn Balor with an elbow is probably giving him the chance to become.
What do you think of the Bollywood Boys being his backup?
Love it.
Because they're changing the name of the Bollywood Boys, aren't they?
To the Singh Brothers.
Yes.
Yes. Love it. I absolutely love it. And do you know what the scary thing about it is?
Well,
I think he could take it.
Well, do you know why he's getting the push?
Supposedly because they're doing a tour.
No, they're trying to break through to the Indian audience.
Yeah.
So India's an untapped market for WWE. Since the Great Khali, they haven't really had much interest there.
Mm-hmm.
So if they push Mahal as like the focal point, they can gain the audience. Because India's an emerging market, and therefore they'd be willing to spend the money on like the network.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't think these should be hindering Jinder.
Because, so what's also happening in India, and this is where I'm about to venture off very briefly into the world of business and economics. So
see you later, folks. See you later, folks. I'm out.
So, in India at the moment, they've basically gone from a full cash system into where now that it's swapped over to a banking system. Now, what this means for WWE is they now have an avenue where they can push for the network, because before, there was about half of the population that didn't have bank accounts. So now they have the bank accounts, so now WWE can push the network because now it can be paid for by card. There isn't like there isn't like a WWE insert cash here to have the network box, but there is if you pay by card, you can have the network. Because, as you know, India's got the technology, but with it being before just a cash system, it's because now they've just limited like the nominations of cash as well. Well, I won't bore you with all that. All you need to know is that it's basically gone over to a banking system now with ATMs and debit cards, which means the network is a more viable option because the payment can be taken by cards, whereas before it couldn't be taken by cash.
Am I back? I can come back now. That's alright. And I'm back in the room. Right. I think that is a good reason why potentially. But to be honest with you, I love the fact that they're giving it to him. Because here's the thing.
It's someone fresh.
It's someone fresh. It's someone different. And this is what SmackDown's always been known for. Creating new stars. And the way he's handling himself. Now, supposedly, there's already been one person who's already going against it. Ryback. Have you heard about his accusation?
Oh yeah, saying he's on steroids.
Saying he's on steroids. And I just sort of just leaned back and just went,
pot calling the kettle black.
Just a little bit. It's like, no, I'm all natural. Have you seen yourself in the mirror?
That isn't what the divas say. I'll scrunch you.
Oh, harsh words. But the point being is, I think the way Jinder has handled himself in that picture, he's... At first, when Orton arcaded him out of nowhere, I was like, oh, you just killed him there and then. But then he's come back and it's like, don't you dare. And then literally used the Singh brothers to get advantage. I was like, ooh, this is getting interesting. This is something. But then when he literally did that, and it's not just that, it's the way he talks in the ring. He's got a presence with the mic. And then when he literally just turns on and says, I'm now going to talk in my native language. And he literally cut a promo in his native language. I thought, oh, that's one way to upset the live crowd. But at the same time, it's also clever. It's genius. And it is. And I think the fact that they're allowing him to do that is great.
Yeah. So that explains the Mahal bit on why it's going so well. Kevin Owens.
I was going to mention a bit more about Mahal, but we'll move on to Kevin Owens. Because I can also say, WWE, don't hinder Jinder.
So
Kevin Owens. I like the fact that he's calling himself the face of America. That has me in stitches. Because as a lot of people don't realise, when people mostly see Kevin Owens, they instantly think, American!
Canadian.
No, Canadian. French Canadian, actually.
Yeah.
Because he can actually speak French fluently.
Although so it's from Quebec.
Yes. Yes, he is. And here's the thing: a lot of people don't know all about Kevin Owens' history, but this is brilliant how he's using this, saying he is the face of America and doing his face of America challenges. However, I can see a downside to that, which I'll get to in a minute.
Do you know where the face of America challenges is coming from?
Yes.
Go on.
John Cena?
No.
What?
Donald Trump. Generally.
I can imagine, I love it. But the point being is, how he's doing it is quite clever, because it's allowing other people to come in, local talent and everything.
Yeah.
Which hasn't been done in a while. Also, the fact that you got AJ Styles coming for this title, which surprised me, because I expected AJ Styles to be going for the main event title.
No, the slow burn, you'll probably see AJ in the main event at WrestleMania next year.
Potentially, yeah. But it's not nice to see two talents going for the US title.
It'll be a solid match. Should close the show, in all fairness.
Potentially, yeah, because it's a great match. Absolutely fantastic. Can't fault it in any way.
No, so that's that. You're obviously enjoying the Face of America challenge.
The only issue I have with this, there's one way I know it's going to end.
Go on.
I'm going to challenge an American, and he'll pick the town Boston, Massachusetts.
John Cena.
If that happens, shoot me.
Yeah. So I want to briefly move on and finish where we started today with British news.
What?
So we have got coming up the grudge match to end all grudge matches. In one corner is going to be the boss, Alberto Al Patron.
Oh.
And in the other corner is going to be Ricky Knight.
Oh.
And if anyone has seen the Twitter exchange on this is brilliant. So,
it's gold.
Yes.
And a lot of people are saying, why would they be fighting?
So, this is brilliant. So, the Twitter exchange, you've got Ricky Knight, who has basically said across going, you're going to have to hire a nurse to look after you. And he's gone, no, I won't, Pappy. I've got your daughter, that does everything for me.
Oh! Oh!
Shots fired.
Please continue. Fine.
And then it just goes back and forwards on them lines. Now, what I was waiting for was someone to interfere with the Twitter war.
One of the brothers.
But no one did. And it's just gone back and forth. But that's AWA is their company. Which is the Knights company.
WAW.
Yeah, WAW. So that's where that match is taking place. All the matches on that night are going to be street fight matches.
Which is going to be brutal.
But that's the main event.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see Paige interfere in that match.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see brutality in that match and someone literally declaring finish him.
But no, just a really brutal Twitter exchange. For those of you, you need to look it up. And
if you've been living under a rock of some sort, in case you're wondering why he referenced his daughter, because the reason what it is Paige's father is Ricky Knight, and she's actually dating
Alberto Alcatron.
So ooh.
So no,
someone's got a decision to make.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
So that's where I want to end that with British news.
I can actually end it with a bit more British news with WCPW. It's quick.
Why do you always have to end on WCPW?
I'm not going to end it on WCPW. I'm not going to be ending it on WCPW. I will not.
Here is the list of WCPW. Breathe it in, my friends.
No, it's basically just no regrets to basically, because this will be the last event that Drew Galloway will actually be wrestling at for WCPW. So WCPW management are doing everything to get that title off Drew Galloway. So do you know how they're doing it? They put him in a rumble. Right. Whoever wins the rumble becomes the champ. And they're not so brilliant.
What?
How Drew retaliated to it.
Go on.
Really? Rumble? Tell you what, put me as number one. I'll run through all the combatants in that match. Okay, Drew. Your wish is granted. It's entry number one.
Yeah.
Against 30. 1 versus 29. If he does somehow defend it, they're going to have to find a new way to either get the belt back, or he'll have to pass the belt back and do some tournament, or there could be a potential new crown champion on the night, which would be interesting either way. So whoever it's going to be, no one knows. Nobody knows at this moment in time. So that's your WCPW fill for today, even though Nathan's been doing plenty of Nathan clocks.
So that's it from us.
No. Got one more piece of news, and it's interesting. And it's to do with myself. Basically, in roughly about 2 weeks' time, I'll actually have some results in regards to me potentially getting back into the ring. So it's either going to be, well, basically we've got 3 results. Either not coming back to wrestling, which, if that's the case, I will be upset, but I understand why. And I will still push forward towards British wrestling. The other option is I've just got to wait a bit longer, or the one I've got my fingers crossed for. The all clear. So with that, wish me luck in regards to that, which is, I should be hearing about that in about 2 weeks' time.
Yes. So on that note, we will end there. As always, look out for our usual posts throughout the week. If you want to have a look at anything as well as yourselves, you can look up at Team 4-Star, who always provide some comedy genius from there.
They always do.
You can find some matches from the shows that we've been at. They've been posted up for your enjoyment.
Which
from the UKWA.
That has. So if you want to go to the UKWA, or for the UK Wrestle Fan Zone, YouTube channel, please, we recommend it.
And also, if you want to help a local cause, we have got changes.
We've also got changes which we do actually think if you want to provide some support to there, you're more than welcome to. We have mentioned the website previously, or if necessary, or if you think somebody else needs to look at changes, because they do actually do Healthy Minds and everything, and they help it with so many different scenarios and everything, and they actually do some phenomenal work.
Yeah. So other than that, though, folks, stay well, stay safe, and please support your local wrestling.
Please support your local wrestling, and fingers crossed we should be back here next week at usual scheduled time. So, well, the correct time, because unfortunately we were a little bit late today.
And go Klitschko.
Somebody's already looking forward to the boxing already. Nathan's going Klitschko, I'm going Joshua. So, more on that. If you watch the boxing night, I hope you enjoy it. And with that, stay well, stay safe, and catch you next week.
Bye, folks.
Bye.